So OTK Warlock is a deck people on my channel have been asking me to play for a while because they want to know if Warlock is still good. Quest Warlock is still decent, but they wanted to know if there's any other deck, and OTK Warlock is actually good. I can say this right now. In High Legend, it's got like a 51% win rate. Obviously, it's not like the highest win rate deck in the world, but it is still good if you know what you're doing. Even though the Rune Mithril Rod was nerfed not once, but twice, and they nerfed the Morag Artificer, the deck is still able to kill you around turn, I want to say, 8 to 10 on average, somewhere in that range. And yes, it used to be faster. It used to be around turn 7 to 9 before the nerfs. But because the meta has slowed down a little bit, because more people are playing KAZAKUSAN and relying on treasures to win the game, and it's a little bit less OTK-ish, this deck is actually in a great spot. And it actually does well against aggro as well because you got good removal with School Spirits, Touch of Nathrazim, Grimmer of Sacrifice, as well as Drain Soul, and it's just all around a good, solid deck. Mulligans for the deck are basically Backfire, the Rune Mithril Rod, Tour Guide, and early removal if you're into something that might be kind of aggressive. So if you like fun educational content like this, you should like, comment, and subscribe, and ask me any questions if you have them, and then also check out my VODs channel in the description if you want to watch my full unedited streams where you can see more gameplay of wins, losses, and multiple decks. Oh yeah, chat, by the way, I forgot to mention, although I'm pretty sure I already did mention, if we get to 30,000 subscribers by the end of the month, I'm going to do another 24-hour stream for you guys in March, if we can get there. I'm gonna make another post about it. Tell your friends. I would really appreciate getting to that point. We're gonna get rid of the Knoll, we're gonna Backfire. I'm fine playing Armor Vendor turn 1, just to empty up some space in my hand a little bit. And just in case it's aggro druid, I can play a minion and it keeps me a little bit out there. I mean, I'm not sure what deck it's gonna be. Maybe it's not aggro, but having this extra minion there to contest the board a little bit could be really, really nice. But yeah, right now we are at 29,208. If I can get 800 subscribers in like 5 days, which is borderline impossible, but not totally. I mean, it could happen. I will do another 24-hour stream, maybe do some tournaments and stuff, or just play a ton of decks. Or I'll do an IOU 24-hour stream for the mini set when the time comes. I don't know, not the mini set, the expansion when it comes out. Just throwing that out there if you guys are interested. Speaking of subscribing, also subscribe to my second channel, the one where I post my VODs. To be fair, I am going on a trip soon. So I will not necessarily, we're not gonna Backfire. We wanna say Backfire until after Rune Mithril Rod. So we're gonna play Rune Mithril Rod and then we're gonna Backfire. We might not even life tap this turn, because then we'll go to too many cards, I think. But anyway, sorry. I would really appreciate the subscriptions, whatever. Okay, shameless advertising out of the way. Let's focus on the game. If I life tap, I go to 8, then I go to 9, then I Backfire, I'll overdraw. So I think I play Rune Mithril Rod turn 5, no life tap, then I can go Backfire and then like Backfire again. Because I can play at least something for free. Yeah, I like that. We're not going to life tap this turn. There's really no major reason to. We've got a Morag Artificer with some extra damage here if he's able to flood the board and get some decent minions out there. If he plays like a Nixia, we can potentially deal with it. Or at least kill off all of the little whelps, so we are indeed fine. I'm fine with that. What about a 30k? What was that? There was a giant horn that I heard. A 30k tournament? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'd do a tournament. A 24-hour stream would probably have a tournament in there. Where are you from, man? Ecor, Southern California. Do you think this game can be fun as free to play? Yes. Well, I guess, I mean, fun's subjective, right? So it really comes down to what you think fun is, right? Because, like, for me, I have fun playing a variety of things, but I also have fun winning. So if you have fun just winning, like, you could build aggro decks and demolish people over and over and over again. And it'll be pretty good. I'm assuming he doesn't run weapon removal, so you're going to play the Rune Mithril Rod. You know what they say about assuming, though. You know what they say about assuming. But, yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this hand. And in terms of your question, I think you can have fun free-to-play. I mean, I played free-to-play Hearthstone for the first several years that I played Hearthstone. I put $5 in for the welcome bundle that was like 2 legendaries and 10 packs. And then when they like re-released the welcome bundle for people who had played the game for a long time, I will say that I bought it again. So I had put $10 in, got some pretty decent cards. I got a couple legendaries to start the collection. But yeah, I played pretty much free-to-play other than that. Which, I mean, I had no problem paying, right? I enjoyed the game of Hearthstone. I'd pay more than the $10 for any other game. I've spent more money on most games and, like, games that are also free-to-play like League of Legends. So I had no problem spending that money. Rod. Thank God Rod and Moarg were nerfed. True. Imagine if this was, like, pre-nerf. Or, yeah, pre-nerf. We're gonna play this. Draw a whole bunch of cards. We'll be able to play the Gold Sharon Roll for free, I believe, right? Because it becomes, yeah, we can play that for free, which is really sick. Play the Tour Guide. Trade this away, play Backfire. See if we can draw something better. Humongous Owl's definitely not bad. Backfire again. We can play something for free. Honestly, we might even just like Drain Soul for free. Not entirely sure yet. We can Touch for free, Drain Soul for free, Knoll for free, actually.
More bones to gnaw on.
Life Tap for free. Before we do anything else, School Spirit's not bad. I will then go... I'll touch my own minion and go face... The Drain Soul does more damage, so I think I'd rather keep that around. We haven't drawn Phylactery or Tamsin yet. We didn't reduce their costs. But I mean, at this point, it should be okay. We got a 1-mana School Spirits, a 1-mana Morg. We should be fine. More of a Trump-type player. I really enjoyed Hearthstone during Dark Moon. Interesting. I think Hearthstone's in an okay spot right now. I'm not going to say it's in a great spot. I feel like that would be a lie. But I feel like it's not in a bad spot right now. I think Ramp's a little bit out of hand, and some of the aggro decks are a little bit too strong, but they said that they're going to bring down the power level a little bit of stuff. But I also do like longer games in general. Well, not just because I find them more fun, which I do. I find aggro to be a little bit less fun, but they also get more views on the YouTubes. I mean, I guess I Life Tap and Drain Soul this to empty out some space in my hand, and maybe play Tamsin soon. Go to 10 cards. We drew the Phylactery. We're getting pretty close to that dub. That W. Is he single? No, he is not single. If you mean me, I'm assuming. Or I guess if you're asking about the other person, Diego, I have no idea. I have no clue. But if you're asking about me, I am not single. No, I am currently taken by a girlfriend of 4.5 years. Very happy. What happened to Mage? I play Ping Mage, and it is okay, but other than the whole class is dumpster. Yes, it is pretty bad. It's in a bad spot right now. I don't necessarily think that it's totally awful. I think Big Spell Mage is also okay. Ping Mage is decent. But you are, to some extent, pretty right about all of that. If I play... We can draw a couple of cards here. We can draw like one for free, trade the Wicked Shipment. Let's draw a card real quick. Drain Soul, trade this. Reduce the cost of even more stuff. I think I want to play the Owl, and then Drain Soul the Owl, and then Mortal Coil the Owl to draw an extra card here. Drain. Mortal. Wicked Shipment's not bad. Oh, it's only the 2-1 though. Not great, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I should have played one Grimmer to make up space. I should have played my Grimmer here. That's my bad. I don't think I necessarily lose next turn, but I am going to try to draw a bunch of cards to see if I can win. I don't have Tamsin Rome in my hand yet, so I don't know if I can win. And the Wicked Shipment, I mean, maybe. I mean, we can play, I don't know. We can play, like, the Artificer. And then play Tamsin. So that's 3 mana. We've got a School Spirits. We've already got this. We can fill the entire hand with them. I mean, even if we have a full board, right? Like, how much would that be? A full board of 7 would be 56 damage. If 1 is soaked up by the 8/8, that's no big deal. Double activate. What exactly? Even if you double activate, like, Glowfly Swim, it doesn't matter. No, he's killing my own minion. That's bad. But I'm not shocked by it. Like I said, I should have Grimmered. We have to play the Moarg Artificer, though, right now. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Okay, we drew Tamsin Rome. I think we win. We got to play this into this to draw a bunch of cards. He doesn't take a ton of extra damage. If we get, like, 1 Fell Rift, we're chilling. That's fine. 1 Fell Rift. We also have Wicked Shipment, potentially. Another Artificer. Okay. Oh, wait. Did I miscount somehow? 1, 2. So 1 goes here. That's only 32 damage. But I can do that. Wait, we can go boom into boom. We get another Wicked Shipment. That's perfect. Okay, we go boom. We go boom. Boom. We only need to do it once. We're running out of time. Let's just School Spirits. I didn't want to risk playing it again and not getting the damage, but this will do enough damage. That does 56. I could have done 112, but I was trying to figure out how to draw 1 extra card to get a few more points of damage and kill this minion off. And I did it. It took me a while. Inexperience with the deck, but it's fine.
Shadows take you.
All right, so let's see here. I think we keep Backfire. We don't necessarily need to keep either of these 2 cards, because even though Tamsin's really good, even though Tamsin's an important piece to the puzzle, I'm pretty sure that we don't keep her, because she's not really good early on in the game. But we definitely keep Backfire. We definitely want Tour Guide. We definitely want to find Rune Mithril Rod. Even Tamsin would theoretically be pretty good. In fact, Tamsin's the highest win rate card when kept in the mulligan. Tamsin's actually very high as well, at almost 60%, but she's only kept 12% of the time. Which means that maybe into a slower deck, like potentially a Ramp Druid or a Priest that isn't Shadow Priest, you have the potential to keep this and have it work very, very well. Hey, how's it going? Let's do it. Let's do it. Charlambo. Greetings from Wyoming. Your decks and videos help so much. Well, I'm glad, the Daily Doorman. I'm glad that you get some value out of them. It's a big reason why I do this, obviously. I do like creating content for people to enjoy and teach people how to play and whatnot, so I'm glad that you enjoy them. Hey guys, hey, how's it going? I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Yang is your last name, I guess, so I will, hopefully that's not, I'm not butchering anything. Hey Ecor, just wanted to know your thoughts on the mini set so far, like favorite and least favorite cards. I personally really like, I don't know that card, the Battle Viker. The one for Paladin, it works a lot. Oh wait, that's probably the 1/5, right? That gets extra value. Oh shoot, okay. If I go Backfire, do I want to Backfire after I play Rune Mithril Rod to finish it as quickly as possible?
Legendary.
Thank you so much for the sub, Judah. Thank you, much appreciated. I'm thinking here. So I go to 8 cards. Next turn can be Life Tap, Knoll, and Armor Vendor. And then the following turn, Rune Mithril Rod. And then turn 6, Life Tap. I mean, I guess I could play Backfire. But I also kind of want to play Backfire after Rune Mithril Rod. So let's just Life Tap and play Armor Vendor.
Armor. Lightly used armor.
I want to say Backfire for after Rune Mithril Rod. Normally, I feel like playing Backfire wouldn't be that bad, but against a potential other OTK deck that could play the game very quickly. Didn't coin out Incanter's Flow though, which is nice. But against a deck that could be very, very fast, I just think that it might be in my best interest to play the game like this. And then next turn we can play Rune Mithril and Turiat. So it's gonna go life tap. See what we draw. We get an Armor Vendor. Sick. Tour Guide to make it free next turn. And then Mortal Coil, my own Tour Guide, and hit face. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Hey, saw you on YouTube. Really like the content you create. Started following you when you were offline. Hey, thanks. Glad to see you here. That is a name that I'm pretty sure the Silent Shadow. But several of the letters are actually numbers. Like the L is 1, the E is a 3, the A is a 4, you know, the usual. Well, E-Core is so positive today, love to see. I'm trying to be more positive in general. I'm gonna play Mithril Rod, life tap. They shouldn't run weapon removal, right? They shouldn't run weapon removal. I should be able to play the Knoll for 1, and then Armor Vendor for 1. And then Backfire and reduce the cost of everything in my hand. We just need to like empty some cards. I'm fine even wasting like a Grimmer of Sacrifice here as well. Mana Mystic, it's fine. I'm pretty sure that's Ice Barrier. The 2 mana 1/3 that discovers a holy spell. I don't really like that card very much. If that's actually the one you were talking about. I just don't think it's that good. There are a lot of holy spells, but I guess maybe I underestimated it because like people pretty reliably got like Blessing of Authority and Blessing of Kings, which is kind of nuts. So it's gonna go boom, boom. So the question now is, do I want to see if it's counterspell and just bait it out? And honestly, I think the answer is yes. Let's just see. I would rather play this and get zinged by a counterspell now and waste 1 mana than...
Thank you for your service.
Okay, it probably is Ice Barrier. I was like 75% sure, 90 maybe, and then Backfire. Phylactery is very good. We need to find the Humongous Owl. We still keep 1 Grimmer of Sacrifice to use on the Owl come late game. We don't have School Spirits yet, which kind of is a bummer, but we'll survive. It's fine. What are the top 3 decks to climb to Legend from Diamond? I'm gonna come out with a tier list soon, but I already have a tier list out on my channel. Basically, the decks that, oh, we actually got Humongous Owl. I could do this and then kill my own minion now to make room in my hand. Might not be the worst thing in the world because I don't really have a way of finishing this yet. So we can do this into Grimmer.
Thank you for your service.
I don't really need to hit him. I really don't need to hit him, so we'll just pass. My goodness, I'm going to need a way to actually complete it. Ideally, School Spirits, obviously. Anywho, I didn't actually answer your question. The top decks, in my opinion, am I dead? No shot, I'm dead, right? I could be dead.
Whoops.
Sorry, I keep getting distracted. I think the best decks are probably Aggro Shadow Priest, Beast Druid, Aggro Druid, Burn Shaman, Face Hunter, just really strong aggro decks. Very solid stuff. I would highly recommend trying out. And then, on top of that, I would say Ramp Spell Druid's really good. Quest Rogue is quite solid. Bolner OTK Shaman. Control Warrior if you're wanting to try something along those lines. If I life tap, let's see what I get. We're not going to overdraw here or anything. We get Blood Mage Thalnos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's free, that's free, that's free. We can activate this twice. All we gotta do is kill off like 2 minions, and that'll do 32 damage. I'm pretty sure the game's just over, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Thalnos is 6, and then we got free spells. So it's boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then boom again. And then it's gonna go touch this, Mortal Coil this, and then we can touch this as well, and that's enough damage to kill. Okay. And we ended up getting School Spirits, albeit a bit late, but cool. That went pretty well, I'd say. Track of the meta is to do something along those lines, right? Like keep track of websites like Hearthstone Replay, or even just follow what people are doing on Vicious Syndicate, although they update like every week or two or something. So it's not as frequent, but it's still very good to learn information. We're gonna get rid of everything here. We don't really want any of them. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate some of these cards. Like Mortal Coil was okay, but I really needed to find things like Tour Guide. I think that this matchup should be kind of bad. Generally speaking, like aggro-based, well, not aggro-based, sorry. If this is an aggro, this actually won't be too bad. But generally speaking, sorry, Paladin is a hard matchup because they have like Divine Shields, which are very hard to deal with sometimes. But hopefully we can figure something out. Do you think Owl deck feels better with the Null? I actually do. I have been really liking the Null. I've only played this deck one time, but it did feel good. It allowed me to get an extra minion out on the board, which was nice. I'm gonna life tap. I just want to life tap as much as possible, man. But yeah, I really do like the Null. It allows me to get an extra minion out for cheap, sometimes even free, if we're able to reduce the cost with our Rune Mithril Rod, which can help with the School Spirits play or whatever. We're gonna trade this and life tap again, I believe, and then trade in. We got Drain Soul. Doesn't really matter. Rune Mithril Rod is quite solid. This is fine. This is actually a good hand right now. Barrack. Oh. Oh no. But like, look right here. Boom. Goldshire Knoll. Super solid card. Allows me to deal with a 2/4. And it's relatively cheap. So this is just the best of all the worlds, right? Slap. Then we're gonna go. I might need another Grimmer at some point, but I also want to kill this off and make room for Tamsin later. So it's gonna go boom into Grimmer, and then it's going to be Rune Mithril Rod and then Tamsin the next turn instead of Backfire. And we're gonna try to draw through as many cards as possible. We still have another Grimmer of Sacrifice. We still have ways of potentially killing the Owl, so it should be fine. Saw your Face Hunter deck and thought I could give you some tweaks. First of all, Worgen Infiltrator is only good turn 1 or 2. After that, it's just a waste of space in the deck, so I added Imprisoned Felmaw. Also, Drekthar can pull out Wolpertinger, which isn't triggered, which doesn't trigger the battle cry, so I switched that with Sunscale Raptor. The Raptor's actually not a bad idea. I don't dislike the Raptor idea. That's pretty good, I'll be honest. I've got to bait out this to see if it's Omayog at some point. I've got 2 Wicked Shipments, so after I play Tamsin and I can make this free, I can just dump 1. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, that could end up being kind of a big deal. If you had 2k Dust, what deck would you make? No deck right now. The entire meta is gonna get shaken up in like a week. So you don't really have to worry about that right now. Not a week, sorry, a month. Probably like early April, there's gonna be a whole new expansion. Everything is going to change. We're going to be able to play Wicked Shipment, which is great. Would love to see that. We get the Phylactery, which does mean we have to be a little careful not making the Phylactery 0 mana. Armor Vendor, we can play the Touch as well. I don't want to majorly overdraw, so let's just do this here. It's not Omayog. I don't want to play this and give him a 3/4. I can always just play it next turn when I have a little bit more mana to play around with, so we'll just pass right there. No need to play the Armor Vendor yet. But yeah, one Sunscale Raptor could be pretty cool. Also in just normal Face Hunter, a Sunscale Raptor could be pretty cool. In my opinion. I think it's awesome. Because, like, it's a minion that'll almost always stick and allow you to pump it up, which is pretty cool. I just watched you go nuts with Dragon Aggro Druid. It's my list that you touched up. I'm honored. Need to try out Dragon Evolve Shaman and Warlock next. I don't want to spoil anything, but I may or may not already have a thumbnail and ready to do the Evolved Dragon KAZAKUSAN Shaman. I've already made the video, I just need to actually post it. And Warlock is the next deck, fun fact. So there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to. Anyway, we're gonna play this. I'm gonna end up playing a lot of cards here, but that's okay. Life tap for free, see if we can get anything good. We got Thalnos, not, you know, not overly strong or anything. Trade this away to draw an extra card. Shipment, trade this away. We got a Fell Rift that doesn't end up reducing the cost of one of the cards. Mortal Coil's fine. Let's go. Mortal. We can play, sorry, not Thalnos. We'll play that. And what? It is Galloping Savior? Shoot, okay, I guess I should have played Drain Soul and touched that. I thought I had already played plenty of cards, but I guess I had traded away 2 of them. Very excited for that deck, though. Very excited, very excited, very excited. Able to make an OTK Death Rattle Hunter with the Owls. I don't think you can do enough damage with the Owls, unfortunately. Been playing our all mini set 100+ games. Yeah, if you want to send me lists for other classes, please let me know. I tried one for Priest. It did not go super well. It was still fun. And I thought that with the Horn of Raytheon to draw a dragon after I played Prester, you could like come back into the game a little bit. And it was okay. But I think I ended up going like 5 and like 8 or 9 or something like that. It did not go super duper well. I want to try a Warlock one next, so if you have a deck list, message me on Twitter if you want. Or here, I guess that works too. And I'll try it out, maybe tweak it a little bit, put my own spin on it. But for the most part, I think I should be okay here. Changing topics to this particular game. But once I kill the Owl, I'm pretty sure that I, for the most part, have the game. Like, the game's mostly over, I would say. 5, 6, and then we have this. School Spirits is also one. We couldn't have played everything this turn, but we could have played the Owl and set up that turn, so we were actually chilling. I'm gonna keep Mortal Coil and Armor Vendor. I think Mortal Coil is actually a decent win rate card when kept. And it's kept like 30% of the time. And if it is an aggro deck and we're able to kill off like a tour guide of a Shadow Priest and draw a card, definitely will not be upset about that by any means. How's your day going, bro? It's going pretty well. Apart from running Lady Prester and Druid, how are other races working for you? They are working fine. Let's kill that off. I just don't want to have to deal with that being potentially pumped up. I don't want him to play the Wriggling Whore and pop off, or have him give it Divine Shield and I just lose. Even though I'd rather play Armor Vendor, I think it's still best to do that. Came from YouTube? Your Twitch is clean? Thanks, man. Oh, it's CL. Hey, how's it going? You're just the guy on YouTube. Is audio glitching for anyone else? If it's glitching, let me know. I will do what I can to fix it, I guess. I don't know what could be wrong, but I will do what I can to fix it, as I said. I do like the Knoll. I can potentially play that next turn. Might end up just playing like Drain Soul or something. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to play this game out. Colt Neophyte, a little annoying. We're going to probably life tap, play Armor Vendor. After life tapping, of course, so we have a little bit more HP to heal. And I think if we just play this deck super duper controlled, we should just be able to win, right? Like, it should just be a win. I mean, we have Drain Soul, we have... Well, to be fair, we already did use a touch. That is a decent amount of damage. I'm not a huge fan of it, actually. Thanks for the follow, Howie. Quest Rogue is the strongest aggro right now? No. I'd say that it's not. I'd say that like Shadow Priest and Face Hunter and Aggro Druid are all technically better. But not by like a ton, you know, just a little bit.
Golden rare.
3 mana for the Knoll. Maybe I don't life tap. Maybe I just kill the 1/3 with the Goldshire Knoll. School Spirits, not bad, but not usable right now, unfortunately. We have to kill that off. Couldn't really afford to life tap and then play the null. Really wanted to, though. We've got some decent removal. He's going to keep going face, I assume. But this is where we're going to, like, do a big School Spirits play. And then maybe, like, double Mortal Coil or whatever. With the coin and all that. It shouldn't end up being that bad. Oh, boy. That's not good. It becomes a 4-3. That's fine. Does he play another one? I'm assuming he plays another one, right? Play another one. Try to do max damage to me. Okay, that's fine. We play School Spirits. Wipe the board. And then we go Mortal here. Coin Mortal here. I just don't want to take more damage. Moarg with the Drain Soul, pretty solid. Although we don't necessarily have to do that. We can play Tamsin later. And we're still at 20 HP, right? We're still actually fine. And I think I'm okay if he gets a couple of extra, what is he doing? He should have played the 1-3 first. Interesting. He plays the Trog. I'm cool with that. Would I rather heal up a bunch or heal up a little? I think I would like to play Null and you and just kill off that and have a 1-3 to gain some armor. And then play Tamsin soon. I don't really think I need to life tap in this matchup all that much. We already have some efficient ways of gaining armor and whatever. Or gaining life and armor. So there's really no reason to life tap, or sorry, not do that, to draw cards, I mean. Do you think Neophyte in the standard Face Hunter is a must? No. You could run it without it if you wanted. Villainous Cavern Rogue? Wait, what deck is that? Wait, what's Villainous Cavern? Am I dumb? I feel like I've heard that before. Currently playing Budget Face Hunter, and I'm looking forward to try a control deck. What is strong right now that you would recommend? Depends on what you have. And to be quite honest, like, do you have a lot of dust and whatnot to be using, or no? Hit face, play Tamsin, gain 5 HP. Now life tap no longer does damage to me, which is perfect. But like, what class are you looking for? How much dust do you have? Do you have a lot of cards for a specific class already? Because personally, I wouldn't recommend doing anything now. I would wait a month and just chill and watch other people play decks. And then when the new cards come out in early April, that's when I would commit. And I'll have tons of decks for you then. In your opinion, how will the meta be changing? I think the meta will actually change in a pretty good way. I think the meta is actually going to change in a pretty solid, good way. In the sense that it's going to slow down and become more board focused. I think like a lot of Skullomance and Ashes of Outlands cards, which are the two strongest sets by far of all of the sets of these last 6. Like, if you think about all of the sets out right now, Ashes of Outland and Skullomance Academy are the two strongest by far, and they're both leaving. Like, you're losing for Druid, just to name one. Not only are we losing the dual class cards, so like Devolving Missiles and whatnot, but we're also losing Overgrowth and Lightning Bloom and a lot of other aggressive cards in general. I'm trying to think about what I want to do here. I think it's life tap and then go boom boom, and we can't play the Tamsin along with it. If we had one more mana we could, but unfortunately we cannot. So it's gonna be boom and then deal 6 and then go face and we heal 6 and we're at 28 HP. We don't have as much healing left in the deck as I would like. We only really have one more Drained Soul and a couple more Soul Fragments, but it should be okay. Cavern is the first quest for Rogue. Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, I don't think that's standard, but yeah, okay. Easy game, dude.